Welcome to the WHHI News. I'm Ellie McNair. Here's a look at your headlines. South Carolina ranks #1 in the country among states with reported cases of the flu, and that's having an impact on our area hospitals. Dr. Andrew Matthews, who runs the ER at Hilton Head Hospital, tells WTOC that because the hospital is at capacity, some patients are staying in the emergency department. He adds that up to 40% of emergency beds currently are being used for non-emergency patients. While members of Hilton Head Island Fire Rescue and the Bluffton Township Fire District answered the call for help last week after a tornado ripped through the city of Bamberg. The crews assisted local first responders at the scene. Firefighters helped assess the damage and search for anyone who might be injured or trapped in the rubble. Fortunately, there were no injuries nor fatalities. Well, a longtime ambassador for the city of Beaufort has died. Lucille Lipsitz, who welcomed visitors and locals to the Lipsitz department store for over 50 years, died in late December at the age of 93. The well-known Bay Street businesswoman lived life to its fullest, skydiving on her 84th birthday and riding a Harley-Davidson motorcycle at age 85. Lucille also quietly helped out her fellow citizens in need. Her son Neil told the Island Packet that if a family had an emergency, such as a fire, his mother would be right there to deliver clothes and other needed items to that family. The Hilton Head Island Town Council will hold a workshop meeting next Tuesday to discuss improvements for both Chaplin Community Park and Crossings Park. The proposed plans include adding pickleball courts to both parks, as well as making many other improvements. For information on proposed plans for those parks or to request time to speak at the workshop, you can go to the town's website at hiltonheadisland.gov. And earlier this week at the Hilton Head Island Town Council meeting, Second Helpings, the nonprofit food rescue organization, was recognized for rescuing and distributing its 50 millionth pound of food since its start in 1991. That translates into enough food for 40 million meals over its 31 years in operation. Second Helpings provides food free of charge to more than 50 local food pantries, soup kitchens, and family programs in Beaufort, Jasper, and Hampton counties. Well, the Beaufort County Sheriff's Office has announced the addition of a new member to its agency. In its latest Low Country Lowdown report on YouTube, Canine Nemix, an 11-month-old German Shepherd, was introduced to the public. Nemix will be working alongside Sergeant Brian Carter, who says that Nemix not only loves to play with his Kong toys, but he is also a strong tracker as well. For more information on these stories and more, visit the news sources on your screen and be sure to check us out on Facebook, X, and Instagram. If you have a story idea, email us at news@WHHI-TV.com. Let's turn it over now to Justin Jarrett with sports.
Hey, it's time for Last Night in the Lowco on WHHI, powered by LowcoSports.com. The USCB Sand Sharks were back at it Wednesday night with a trip to Georgia College for a Peach Belt Conference clash, and the USCB men got back on track after a 3-game losing streak. Marcus Overstreet put up another double-double with 20 points and 12 rebounds to lead 5 Sand Sharks in double digits, while Kevaughn Price added 16 points and 6 boards. The Sand Shark women put up a fight on the road but came up short in a 73-64 loss, despite 18 points and 8 rebounds from Janiyah Heyward and 13 points and 6 boards from Jada Young. We also had a make-up game on the high school hoops slate as Hampton County took care of business at home against Edisto, with both the Hurricanes girls and boys earning lopsided wins to open Region 6 2A play. And the Region 7 4A wrestling standings have started to shake out after a flurry of action over the past 2 days, as May River cleared a huge hurdle in its quest for another region crown with 2 road wins Tuesday, trouncing Lucy Beckham and rallying past James Island for a 45-31 win that keeps the Sharks in the driver's seat. The Bluffton Bobcats and Hilton Head Seahawks both swept Lucy Beckham and Colleton County on Wednesday to lock up spots in the Class 4A dual playoffs, along with the Sharks, who can clinch the title with home wins over Bluffton and Hilton Head on Wednesday. We'll take a deeper look at the recent results and how they impact the playoff landscape, plus much more local sports talk on tonight's episode of the Lowco Sports Lowdown, tipping off at 10 p.m. on the Lowco Media Network. For Lowco Sports and WHHI, I'm Justin Jarrett. Until next time, go Lowco.
Great, Justin. And now with our weather, a little bit chilly it is, Maria Soden.
Thanks, Allie. Yep, so taking a look ahead, we are going to have colder weather as we finish out this week, but then the highs should be getting back up to the 50s by next week. So taking a look at Friday, it's going to be cloudy with Hillnet having a high of 59, a low of 32. Bluffton's going to have a high of 59, a low of 32. And Beaufort's going to have a high of 58 and a low of 30. The sunrise for Friday is going to be at 7:23 and sunset's going to be at 5:44. Looking at the beach tides, low tide's going to be at 10:57 a.m. and high tide's going to be at 3:46 p.m. Taking a look into the weekend and a little bit into next week, Saturday it's going to be sunny but colder as the highs are only going to get into the 40s and lows in the 20s. Then come Sunday it's going to be partly cloudy with the highs again in the 40s and lows are going to be in the 30s and 20s. And then come Monday it's going to be sunny to partly cloudy with the highs getting back up into the 50s and lows in the 40s. That's it for today. Let's send it back to the desk.
Thanks, Maria. When we return, we'll hear from 14th Circuit Solicitor Duffy Stone about a loophole in the homicide by child abuse law here in South Carolina. Don't go away.